Hi, my name is Miranda, and I am presenting this video on behalf of my intercultural communications class. After reading the article, Body Rituals Among the Nacirema by Horace Miner, I felt like this article did a good job of making me take a step back and realize that the behaviors in our society we consider normal can be perceived completely differently by other cultures. The things that we consider to be most valuable to our life, such as wealth, physical appearance, and the opinion of others, can rank dramatically low in the dynamics of others. We as a culture seem to take pride in our material possessions and hold value in having enough money to be able to obtain whatever we want. For so many other cultures, a higher value is placed on the things that we can take for granted: clean water, adequate shelter, access to healthy food. Someone in these kinds of circumstances would be confused by many of our behaviors. Similarly, we may find the behaviors of other cultures strange in comparison, when they are just the normal everyday customs that make sense for that society. A behavior that I believe is so prevalent in our culture today, especially my own, that might seem strange to others, is our use of Google to find the answer to just about everything. It has taken a pretty short amount of time, less than 20 years, for Google to become such a hub of information. I can remember in the early stages of development, we had to learn how to use it. Certain Boolean phrases and techniques were necessary if you wanted to find anything. Today, I use it for so many things. How long should I bake this casserole for, and at what temperature? My child has an earache. When should I be concerned enough to go to the hospital? How long will it take me to get from here to there, and what is the best route? For almost all of history, we did not have this kind of accessibility to knowledge. Cooking recipes were passed down from generations or created from trial and error. Health questions were taken to a professional and were not always an immediate option. Many people relied still on the information passed down from their mothers and fathers. Need to know how to get somewhere? I hope you know how to use a map. These practices seem almost medieval now, in a world of instant downloads and tutorial videos. But this is absolutely not the case for many large groups of people and cultures. We are a minority when it comes to relying on Google to figure things out. There are abundantly more cultures who take pride in the ability to teach these things to their children and to rely on one another for this knowledge, and many who just don't have the access that we do. Not only is our accessibility to this information something most would not relate to, but also the information we are trying to look up. In Time magazine article, 20 Years of Google Has Changed the Way We Think by Lily Rothman, she goes on to say that Google hasn't really changed the fact that we have always been on a hunt for information. She explains that people have been using various means for searching for information, such as books and newspapers, for as long as we have been writing. The difference now is the lack of context. Using Google as an index for information has created a quick answer solution to most questions, whereas previously we were gaining more context from the media of our sources. I believe that just like with any other great technological advancement, this change has positives and negatives. I can say personally, I would have had a hard time getting most things done without this kind of access to knowledge. I do feel as though we are missing out on that familial connection and tradition and being able to pass down and bond through our family ties. But the biggest issue with this readily accessible information on just about every topic is that now it is not easy to discern the truth from not.